Father George, judges, fellow parishioners, good afternoon. I still remember my first Barbie doll. I must have been 4 or 5, and I remember seeing all the other little girls playing with them, and so I had to have one. But once I got one, I became obsessed. You see, Barbie did everything. She was a doctor, a lawyer, a vet, an astronaut, an artist. She was rich, and she even had a cute boyfriend named Ken. But above all, Barbie was gorgeous. She had her bleach blonde hair, cotton candy pink lips, forget-me-not blue eyes, and perfectly tanned skin was stunning to any little girl who just wanted to grow up to be pretty. Naturally, I wanted to look just like Barbie when I got older. However, as I grew up, and I began to develop my faith as well as my own opinions, Barbie began to exemplify an aesthetic standard of beauty that is physically impossible to achieve, and became something that helped to teach me what true beauty actually isn't. And even though I had Barbie to guide me, it wasn't until I truly connected with my faith that I had the confidence to realize that I was shaped in the image of perfection from the day I was born. Humankind has always struggled to better itself. By nurturing the mind and the body, we strive to maintain academic standards. But even more, we strive to be physically pleasing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Being in good shape is important for everyone, whether through a diet or exercise. However, what happens when we go too far and we begin to alter our bodies to fit a secular society's image of perfection, instead of acknowledging the almost perfect image we are born with? Regardless of the way we may perceive each other and ourselves, we need to understand that we are all created in the image of the Lord to be beautiful creatures that are all beyond these superficial ideas of what is physically ideal and what isn't. Our society has become obsessed with appearance. And thanks to the role the media plays in our lives, we are raised to believe that this infatuation with aesthetic beauty is not only acceptable, but normal. This deceiving message is given to us on a daily basis through television shows, commercials, paper advertisements, our peers, and even the toys we play with as children. And our infatuation doesn't simply stop at one thing. Our society has become so obsessed with external beauty that taking extremes like cosmetic surgery has become entirely conceivable. In fact, according to LoveYourLook.com, in the year 2007 alone, over 300,000 women received breast augmentations. And according to the Jude Med Spa, in 2009, there were almost 1.5 million surgical and non-surgical cosmetic procedures performed. And this desire to constantly alter our appearances is no longer just a want. For some people, it is a need. ABC News recently reported that almost 5 million Americans suffer from body dysmorphic disorder, a psychological disorder in which the diagnosed becomes obsessed with a minor or even imaginary physical defect that others cannot see. They feel the need to alter their appearances in order to hide the grotesque images that their mind only imagines. People with BDD actually undergo about 33% of appearance-altering procedures, and this body-altering nightmare doesn't stop with them. It is clear that we live in a society obsessed with appearance. The importance of being aesthetically pleasing is impressed upon us from day one. However, what we all need to realize is that we've been blessed with an image more fitting than any of us could ever have imagined. Psalm 118, verse 73 states, "Your hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I may learn your commandments." You see, we were created to look as we do for a reason. We were created in the image of God so that we might remind ourselves of whom we owe our lives and our bodies to. We need to stop being so concerned with our appearance because according to Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, so God created man in his own image. It is true that our image is entirely divine. It is so clear that we are created perfectly fine. We are born beautiful, and we need to learn to accept that the beautiful image we are blessed with. But how? How can we take on so daunting a task when everywhere we look, our message is telling us we need this mascara to be pretty, or this surgery to feel confident about our bodies? We can achieve this through prayer, through dedication to faith, through beginning to understand that we are shaped like clay by God's hands, and we are completely perfect already. Now, we may not all look like Barbie or Ken, but we are each and every one of us beautiful in our own way, and we deserve to understand that. By relying on our religion, we can all realize that we are not made of plastic, but that we are delicately shaped clay figurines. Our religion teaches us every day that we are beautiful facsimiles of a more perfect being, and all we can do is remember. Thank you.